This time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions, I want to talk to you about Patreon. G'day everybody and welcome back. Just went for a squirt down the South Arm looking for the riders in Tasmania. They were supposed to be going on a bit of a quick blap today, but I couldn't find them. So yeah, let's have a quick chat about Patreon. Now Patreon is a platform that allows creators to host videos, and people can come along and support their channel by pledging as little as $1 for uploads. Now a couple of little issues have arisen. First of all, it's great. I think it's fantastic. And have a look at all these names that are now going across your screen. These guys are my patrons. And every one of them is an absolute legend. But yeah, there's a couple of little issues I'm having. One, I had a big month in November. I uploaded a lot of videos, and I had one of my patrons send me a message, just said, you know, what the f***? You're dearer than Netflix. And he's bloody right. And it got me thinking, ooh, okay, I need to ratchet that back a bit. Didn't even consider it, and I'm not sure whether you can or you can't put a cap on your pledge. I'm not sure. If you can, I'd advise you to do that. The other problem I'm having is that Patreon used to charge me a fee for using their service, and rightly so, and I should pay that fee. So what would happen is they, you know, your patrons that pledge money, you pledge $1, I put up a video, I charge you, and at the start of the month that dollar comes out of your account and into Patreon's account, and then they would take a service fee out of that and then give me what's left, and I had absolutely zero problem with it. But now, for whatever reason, I don't know whether they think it's going to attract more creators to Patreon. Maybe it will. I'll tell you what though, it's going to mean that guys like me will lose patrons, and I don't blame you fellas, because what they're doing is they're charging you now. So you pledge $1 and they're going to add to that. They're going to take more than $1 to cover the service fee. That's absolute nonsense. Yeah, charge me, man. Don't charge you guys. That's not fair. You came along and made a decision that you would help support my channel, and you did that in good faith, signed up for the deal, and now they've gone and changed the goalposts. No you don't, you bastards. So I'll be letting them know. But I've only got, you know, a dozen odd patrons and about 4,500 subscribers on YouTube, and if half of them pledged $1 a month, imagine what we could do with it. We could buy bikes, we could fix things up, do stuff like Chase on 2 wheels with his wreck bike rebuild, where he gives the bike then to a patron, you know, really cool stuff like that. But all that's managing at the moment means that I can sort of keep up with GoPro accessories and batteries and basically maintain the channel. And you know, it's largely I do dip my hand in my pocket a fair bit, but it's almost at the stage now where it's self-supportive, and that makes it sustainable for me. So yeah, Patreon, I don't blame you if you pull out. I'd love it if more of you came on board, but for those that are on board, I don't blame you if you turn around and say, Andy, I can't do it. Because most people spread their love across a number of different channels. And I'm a patron too, not of my own channel obviously, but... So yeah, it's a bit unfair. Anywho, like I said, I'll be letting them know, and the fact that I've only got a small channel shouldn't really matter, provided enough of us on Patreon do complain about it. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Speaking of spending money, I just bought another fuel tank for basket case. I bought it sight unseen. I had a mate of mine drop in and have a look at it, and he said to me, oh, it's a good clean tank, it's up in Canberra, cosmetically it's not so nice, the paint on it's absolutely terrible and peeling, and it's got dents in it, but as far as being a good sound solid tank, it looks like it's going to be okay. So I can start again on this one here, which has got this nice ever increasing bloody hole in it. So I'm pretty sure it'll arrive next week. And I'll tell you what, they're getting hard to find. That wasn't cheap. By the time we put it in a box and send it down from Canberra to Hobart, it's a couple of $100 hairs. So I'm going to have to work out now what I want to do with it. What I'm thinking is I'm going to make a mould of the seat. Make another seat. Try and get hold of another front guard and do a whole new paint job on that set of bodywork, and then I'll have a couple of different options for the bike. And the one that's on there now, the damaged one, oh, you need to go and talk to someone in the trade and see what I can do to help to maybe fix it. I mean, I'll obviously have to grind it out and weld it up, etc. But then how do we fix the paint? You know, is it going to be a full respray? I'm tipping it will be, or do we just paint the top between the gold? I don't know. I got no idea. No, I'm not a painter. I don't claim to be a painter. I suck at painting. If only I had Delboy's talent. Don't go there, you bloody sucker for punishment, you are. It's probably why all my videos keep getting demonetised. That snormy little prick Britain. Hello Britain, I know you're watching. Actually, you probably don't watch, you probably just get on, hit the dislike button and run away like a little girl. Yeah, it's one of Delboy's little fans. Comes on, hits the dislike button on all of my videos regardless, and he even hit a dislike on the Show Us Your Junk episode of my son's bikes. Oh, that's cool. In one way it helps because it adds to your community interaction, and I'm not here to hide it. Unlike Delboy, who's now removed the discussions tab from his home page. It's got a community tab there now, but there's no content in it. So that discussion tab, I think that I haven't even looked on. I mean, I know I've got conversations in mine, but I haven't looked to see, because I'm not worried about hiding things and editing things. But I left a comment on that discussion and it stayed there, so I'm tipping that he couldn't remove it, and which is why he's removed the whole tab. Obviously he got sick to death of people getting on there and sledging him. So now Oh yeah. Yeah, they got no way of communicating with him. Nothing that you see on that channel is anything that he hasn't filtered, or his moderator. And you know, it's a shame because he's got the makings of an unbelievably good channel. He just, if he just take advice and not take things so personally all the time. I mean, when you put yourself out there on a public platform like this, you take the good with the bad, and I've copped plenty of bad too every time I open my mouth about that dickhead. Oh, you're just jealous. You're just trying to piggyback and steal subs. Ah, crap. Yeah. I'm not jealous. Yeah. And if I wanted to steal his subs, I'd be on there sucking up his bloody bum, not sledging him. I'd be on there going, oh yeah, I love you too, Delboy. Come and have a look at my channel. But I don't do that. It's not what it's about. But if, you know, if he was successful and I supported it, then my success would come from that, and everybody wins. But I'm buggered if I'm going to sit here and endorse him. Because as I was sort of starting to say, when you put yourself on a public platform like YouTube, you and you open the comments up for criticism, you're exposing yourself to essentially a quasi peer review, and that's a great thing, because people will pull you up and go, hey, not quite sure, and you know, some people can be dickheads about it, but most people aren't. Not sure that's the right approach, or that's, you know, not 100% right, or whatever, and you go back and you go, oh, good point, let's deal with that. Yeah, you can't be too sensitive, but same goes for you blokes. Don't you guys go getting all sensitive on me. I had a fella, that one where I was talking about people pulling out on you, that video. Somebody left a comment on there, and he said, oh, g'day mate, I found your channel, just subscribed, this is my first comment, so here goes. And he went on to overanalyze the segue that I had for the discussion, where the lady pulled at the end of the driveway and sort of propped, and I, ooh, a bit of a fright. Now, I said in the video that I didn't think there was anything in that, but here we go. And yeah, he went on about it, and I sort of had a bit of a dig back in my own typical fashion. He took offence, and I replied again and said, you know, don't be sensitive, mate. If you don't like my sense of humour, or if you're easily offended by sarcasm, then you've got the wrong channel. Go find somewhere else. Because yeah, I'll have a laugh. Sometimes, mostly at my own expense. Sometimes at people who might critique something. The Greyhound, can't remember. Sorry, buddy. I hope you stuck around, you know, because I've just got a bit of a weird sense of humour sometimes. It's no good being all frail and sensitive about it. Yeah, so that's it. I've got a new fuel tank for the basket case. Going to do some really body work on it. Probably won't be a lot happening between now and the new year. Got a fair bit on. Got to go up to Queensland for Christmas with family. But yeah, it's all happening. I just hope Patreon wake up to themselves, the bastards. Because that's not fair, charging my patrons. I don't agree with that. Alright, I'm running out of things to say. Me and Delboy we'll get stuck into that Honda soon. That'll be the first bike I reckon I'll rip into. See if we can't sort. I've already sorted out my wife's bike, did a few checks, and sure enough the charging system's fine, the battery's had it, so I'm going to have to buy her a new battery. And then I'll get stuck into the Honda, and then followed fairly shortly by the Ducati. But I'm going. See you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.